Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 45 of the B Graders. It's a beautiful sunny day here at Sweet Remedy, and I've got the beautiful sunny smile of Rebecca Mackey, former Australian time trial champion, joining us here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's good to finally see what happens behind the scenes.
It's very exciting, isn't it, so far, isn't it? So,
it's riveting.
So Beck's not going to be interviewed. We might talk a little bit about what Beck does, but she's going to co-host the same way Tyler Lindorff co-hosted with me a couple of weeks ago. But first news of the day, the most exciting thing to happen in Australian cycling today, the Commonwealth Games team was announced this morning. And we've got well represented, aren't we?
Yeah, it's great. WA have got a good amount of people heading over there. We've got Cam and Sam Welsford. Sam the Wombat, yep. And we have Lorraine Schultz over there commissaring.
Yeah, Lorraine's going to commissaire, that's good.
And this one here is commentating, which will be awesome to hear. Live
commentating at the track. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it now they've picked the team. But also Carly McCulloch is lining up in the team sprint with Steph Morton. She last rode the Com Games in 2010, didn't make the 2014 team, and she's back going faster than ever in 2018. No real surprises in there. The women's endurance team, your Edmondsons, your Ankudinoffs, Cures, Wysack, Alex Manley, those sorts of riders. Who we got in the men? Pretty much your whole, Nick Lewis, Cam Meyer, the only one, Alex Porter, Sam Welsford, Rowan White might feel a little bit stiff. He's missed out. World Teams Pursuit champion, Australian Madison champion, but he's made way for Lee Howard, who's come back to track cycling. And of course, Matt Glaetzer, Steph Morton leading our sprint team. And of course, we've got the Paralympians as well. We've got the two sprint tandems in there as well. So lots to look forward to at Com Games. Getting off racing for a second, we've seen lots of stuff in the press this last couple of days. And one of the things we've seen is the Department of Transport, don't laugh just too loudly yet, that know everything transport, have come up with a grand idea to put speed bumps on bike paths.
Fantastic idea.
Fantastic idea.
If they want people ending up...
sarcasm.
If you want kids ending up in hospital, it's a fantastic idea.
Well, I saw them on the news this morning, on Channel 7 Sunrise, I think was doing something with them this morning, and they look like... Now, I don't know what they call them nowadays. I'm not hip. But back in the day on BMX courses, they were called whoop-de-doos, weren't they, Adam? And that's what the speed humps look like that I've seen that they've put on these. Now, you don't want cyclists on the roads, so you want us all on the bike paths, and then you're going to put speed humps in because apparently they're going too quick on the bike paths. What you've basically done is you've just given a whole swag of kids on scooters a reason to use bike paths now, and also a few BMXs just to do some more videos for Facebook and so forth. So, I think again, Department of Transport, I think you can work it out a little bit better than that. The other one though, and this is the one that really surprised me, the Insurance Commission of Western Australia has come out and said $60 million were paid out over the last 12 months for personal injury claims. So like that's third-party injury claims, state government stuff. Can you imagine that? That's on cyclists.
Yeah.
On cyclists. So, the Insurance Commission chief, Rod Wither, has come out and said, he's actually said in the press, a group of cyclists is no different to a slow-moving bus or a slow-moving truck. It holds you up for 30 seconds to a minute, give them a bit of space, and sort of agree with him. Sort of agree with him, because at least when you go past a slow-moving truck or a slow-moving bus, it's not going to come back past you, where cyclists can tend to scoot back past a parked car at the lights and all that sort of stuff. So we have to be more aware of that as cyclists. But what do you reckon? $60 million. That means a lot of people are getting hit by cars.
It's ridiculous. Like I was saying to you earlier, this morning out on the Woodvale ride, we got to an accident of a cyclist that got hit by a car this morning, and we would have got there just a couple minutes after it happened, and there was no real reason that it happened. There was lights everywhere, there was no one on the roads, and someone's just pulled out in front of him, and old bloke's on the floor, and it's just horrible. Like we're humans, we may be wearing lycra and we may have a helmet on, and yes, we may look stupid and we may hold you up, but we're humans. You're a father, you're a husband, I'm a daughter. Like why are we any different? And why should we be? It's makes me angry.
I know, I can see it's making you angry. And you're dead right, mate. And the thing is, bad cyclists, yes. Bad car drivers, absolutely. Like we say, yes, there's bad car drivers, yes, there's bad bike riders, but at the end of the day, we're all people. Got to look after each other. Hey, bike racing. Euro boy is away this week, as you can see. We've got the better looking version. He's off on work assignment. You work for him, don't you?
Apparently.
Apparently. Not today. Got Tuesday off.
No, not today.
So we're not going to worry about the Euro scene too much. If you want to see that, go on to cyclingnews.com and Ride Media, and they've got all the good information there. What we will talk about, though, is big thanks to Nick Cowie. Once again, as always, Nick Cowie sends us a whole bunch of photos. And he sent us a bunch of photos from the racing at the weekend and the Wellard Crit. Now, I was down at the Wellard Crit. Now, I got down there. I went down for one reason and one reason only, to watch Eddie Holland smash B grade, which he seems to him. It's the Eddie Holland's Daniel Trini show at the moment. Trini wasn't racing this week. Eddie was. Eddie wins B grade, right up there on the points. But you were the B graders correspondent for the men's A grade. How was that?
Yeah, the men's race was great. It was really good racing, and they're really aggressive. Freebie tried to get away, took him a couple times, got away with Connor Lay, and Connor Lay, his ride was just amazing. To watch, it was just amazing. AJ finally got across to the break, so had two teammates up the road.
Along Swiss Wellness teammates.
Yeah, and didn't take long before they were 1-2ing Connor, and Connor was getting worked over big time, and managed to hang in for third. The bunch were a little bit unorganised with the chase, but Connor just hung in there and got third, which was, he was, for me, the best one on the day, for sure.
And we mentioned Connor on the show last time we were on, because he rode a 4:21 at Nationals, probably one of the fastest 18-year-olds over 4,000 metres. A great ride by him. Now, just mentioning Connor, we've got to make mention of it. A very good friend of ours and a very good friend of WA Cycling, Clay Worthington, the West Australian Institute of Sport head coach, has resigned. And he's going to be heading home to America over the next couple of months, which I've got to say is quite sad for our sport here in WA. He's done a lot with our sport. He's brought on a lot of bike riders, but more importantly, he's created a very, very happy community as part of the Institute of Sport program. I have texted Clay and asked him to come on the show before he goes away, and he did say yes. He will try and come onto the show before he goes back to America. We're not going to ask him any hard-hitting questions of why he's leaving. We know why he's leaving. It's family reasons that he's leaving, and we don't want him to be put on the spot. We just want to hear the positive side of Clay, because there's a lot of positive energy to put in. Other racing on the week. Oh, by the way, AJ Giacopo won it. Did we say that?
Yep.
Freebie was second. Connor hung on for third. Bit of a confusing photo, though.
Yeah.
You see AJ crossing the line, and then there's all these other blokes that are getting lapped.
Yeah, they were lapped. It didn't, it was a quick race.
I had to look at it twice, because you look at the photo of the finish and then you look at the podium, so something doesn't add up here. Anyway, West Coast Masters were racing around the showgrounds. You love the showground circuit, don't you?
Oh, I hate to admit it, but I do. It's challenging, and it's great. It is a
challenge, a great course. Brian Singh and Luke Pledger smashed the field to pieces, took a lap, maybe even two the other day, and then Brian Singh unloaded Luke Pledger for the win. So Brian Singh going absolutely stomping at the moment, getting all the form from the midweek races on the Wednesday night. And they had the Atta time trial. Where was that on Sunday?
Out at Herne Hill.
Yeah.
That's one of my favourite courses out there. And I spoke to Colin at the race on Sunday.
Colin Rose.
And he had a huge PB, about a minute, and got third overall.
Yeah.
And then, as I was talking to him, he was on the side of the road marshalling at the Wellard Crit. So
there you go. Club volunteers. Colin Rose, been in the sport since I can remember. I've been in the sport since I was 11, and Colin was racing then. He's older than me, though.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. He's got more hair, though, unfortunately. So he races in the morning, does the 40k time trial, PBs, and then goes and stands on the corner for the fast boys in the afternoon. Well done, Cole. We need more people like Colin Rose in the sport. Old mate behind the camera here, punch it apparently in the morning. He was very unfortunately, so, that's what happens when you're not on a good ride, isn't it? You suddenly punch it with one to go.
Yes.
Anyway. What are you doing with yourself? You're here today, which means you're not at work. Normally at work. Back at uni, I'm told.
Yes, I'm back. Decided that it was time to head back and doing Masters in Occupational Therapy. So I'm no longer working full-time for Tognini, which I'm so sad about. Back at uni.
You'd love the banter of Tognini, though, wouldn't you, at work?
constantly every day, not so much. But no, yeah, so back at uni and back racing the crits that they're happening and staying a little far away from my time trial bike while I recover from the last 3 months of training. But yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. Well, I know you've been winning criteriums this season. You've been going quite well. You had a bit of a break over the weekend. Listen, I keep hearing these stories that there's all these women racing. And I don't doubt there's a lot of women are racing, but we didn't have many on the start line down at Wellard, which was unfortunate to see. Loads in B grade, loads in C grade, good numbers of women starting to race bikes, but we still sort of seem to miss out on huge numbers in A grade. What do you reckon? What's the reason for it?
I agree, and I don't know why, but there's, you know, I go out training and you see loads and loads of girls giving it to the boys, and that are strong enough to, you know, to race A grade, but I don't know why they're where they are. Or
well, perhaps our A-grade women racers out there, send us an email to matt1@iinet.net.au. Tell us, what do we need for women's A-grade bike racing in this town? I'd really like to know, because I'd like to run the odd bike race myself. What do the A-grade women need in WA racing? And if you're an A-grade man out there, what do you need in racing? I'm sure you've got some ideas to tell us. And last of all, we would like you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, we've got a Facebook page. We've got nearly 550 followers on that. Thank you very, very much. But what we would like you to do, we want to get to 500 subscribers on our YouTube channel. So here's what we're going to do. I was lucky enough to be given Marianne Voss's skin suit, her European champion skin suit, signed by Marianne Voss. She gave it to me as a gift after the Graham Brown criterium last year. Once we hit 500 subscribers, we are going to pick at random one of our subscribers to receive that skin suit. So please, when you're watching us on YouTube, just go to the bottom, click on the right-hand side underneath the screen, subscribe to the B Graders page. When we get to 500, we're going to draw somebody out of the barrel who has subscribed to our YouTube channel, and you're going to win Marianne Voss's skin suit. Beck Mackie, it's been an absolute pleasure for you to sit next to me. We'll see you next time.
See ya.